Today on Sports Central, we're going over an NFL playoff game preview for the divisional round matchup between the Texans and the Chiefs. Should be an interesting one here. Of course, the Texans got a big win last week against the Bills. They had a huge comeback win there at home, and this time they have to travel to Kansas City. Should make for a pretty good game here. Breeze game for both these teams. Once again, Houston beat Buffalo 22-19 in overtime. But Kansas City beat the LA Chargers last game of the regular season, 31-21. Some key stats from these games. Houston had Deshaun Watson, who was 20 for 25, 247 yards and 1 touchdown. And for Kansas City, Williams, 12 attempts, 124 yards and 2 touchdowns with that as well. So both teams, especially the Chiefs, they played pretty well in the final game. Of course, the Chargers aren't all that great of a team, but nonetheless, both teams have done really well all season long. This game's going to be on Sunday, January 12th, today, which is at 3:05 p.m. Eastern. Kansas City. Spread currently says Chiefs by 10, so they're expecting it to be more of a one-sided affair towards Kansas City. ESPN FPI saying the same, Chiefs 81%, and Vegas also saying the same, 36-11 for the Chiefs. And that really surprises me. I think the Texans are a great team overall. Both teams are. I think the Chiefs coming into this game have more talent-wise. But overall, the Texans, you can't forget about them. They're a great team as well. Here's your previous 5 games for both these teams. Once again, Texans beat Bills. They lost to the Titans, though, in the last game of their season, 14-35. Even though, they were resting most of their players, so that doesn't really count all that much. They did beat the Buccaneers 23-20, beat the Titans 24-21, and they lost to the Broncos on December 8th, 24-38. As for Kansas City, they beat the Chargers. They also beat the Bears 26-3, beat the Broncos 23-3. They beat the Patriots by a touchdown, 23-16. Good win there. And they also beat the Raiders by over 30. They won that one 40-9. So overall, the Chiefs coming into this game are by far much more hot than the Texans are. They destroyed the Bears and the Broncos. And both teams I know aren't very great, but they aren't pushovers as well. And the Patriots win there, especially with it being in Foxborough. That's a good win there. And then against the Raiders, of course, when the Raiders were actually doing pretty good, that is a good win as well. So overall, the Chiefs coming into this game are certainly looking better than the Texans are. Some key points. Texans have been bumpy down the stretch, no doubt. Chiefs have won 6 in a row. The Texans lost their last regular season game, but other than that, the Texans have lost a decent amount down the stretch. The Chiefs, though, on the other hand, once Mahomes, Mahomes has continued to strengthen after his injury. That kept him out for a couple of games. And he continues to look better and better, and he continues to become a more dual-threat quarterback that we used to seeing, or what we saw last season at least. And, we know how dominant he was last season, so that kind of is scary coming into the playoffs for anyone playing the Chiefs. Texans made a comeback against Buffalo. It certainly looked like the Bills were going to win that thing. The Texans were completely out of sync in that first half, and they finally were able to get something done in the second half. But, man, the Buffalo Bills were looking like they were going to knock off the Texans. I'm kind of surprised the Texans are even here. But nonetheless, how would each team win? I'd just have to say, if the Chiefs can get up by a couple of touchdowns and don't let the Texans come back, I think that the Chiefs win this one. I think Patrick Mahomes needs to play well. The Texans have got a pretty decent defense. Especially Deshaun Watson for the Texans. He's going to have to play really well. This offense for the Texans is going to have to be great too. You can't forget that the Texans actually have a pretty good offense as well. But then again, the Chiefs have a really good secondary. They've got a really good pass defense, so that's going to be really tough for the Texans, along with DeAndre Hopkins. It's going to be tough. But nonetheless, I think the Chiefs end up getting the win here 28-20. I think your halftime score is going to be 14-3. Chiefs get off to a fast start, kind of like how the Titans did last night. I think they're going to get up 14-zip. And the Texans try to make a comeback here. I think they score more in the second half than the Chiefs do. But the Chiefs still get the win 28-20. Overall, pretty comfortable win for this Chiefs team. But nonetheless, let me know your thoughts in the comments below on this game. Let me know whether you think the Texans are going to win or not. Also, let me know your score predictions too. I know this is coming out kind of late. I apologize for that. I've been quite busy this past week. But I figured, you know what, let's just get this out while we still can. But I think the Chiefs win this 120-20. Thank you guys all for watching, though, once again. Let me know who you think is going to win the Super Bowl, too, in the comments below. After this game, we've only got 5 teams remaining, and then Green Bay and Seattle is going to narrow it down to 4. So we're getting towards the end of the season, that's for sure. Thank you guys all for watching once again. Stay tuned for more from All Sports Central, and I will see you all later.